Well, hello once again, and welcome inside the Nicholas Athletic Center on the campus of Buckingham Brown and Nichols School in Cambridge, Massachusetts. We are ready for Friday night prep hockey action as the Knights take on the Quakers from Moses Brown School down in Rhode Island. Glad you could join us on Knights Hockey. I'm Steve Clay. The first meeting perhaps ever, but certainly in a long time between these two schools. These two schools adding each other to their respective schedules this year. And BB&N looking for a bounce back. They've played some very competitive games in the last week or so, last couple of weeks. Tough loss to Middlesex, and a game where they played really well against one of the top 10 teams, prep teams in New England in St. George's on over the weekend, and kept that game scoreless for a period and a half until finally the barrage of goals on both sides opened up in the second period. 7 goals in an 11-minute span. Unfortunately for BB&N, 5 of those belonged to St. George's, and the Knights wound up with a 5-2 loss. So do not adjust your monitors, as it is Breast Cancer Awareness Night for the boys. The girls will do their game in a few weeks, but it is Pink the Rink tonight, and the boys in their pink jerseys for this one. Moses Brown in their road whites with the blue and gray trim. BB&N comes a little bit closer to full health as they get Scott Crabtree back on defense. The junior missed the last couple of weeks with pneumonia, and is back, has been cleared, and back in the lineup tonight. That will help the BB&N defense. Still without sophomore Jack Dalio, still recovering from an ankle injury. No timetable right now on his return. I would call it week to week for Jack at this point. Looks like it'll be James Potter in net for the Knights, and Edward Alessandro will get the start for the Quakers, as we are just a couple of minutes away from hockey time here at BB&N. The end of a 3-game in 4-day stretch for the Knights. We played St. George's on Wednesday. Sorry, I got my days mixed up. It's been a crazy week. They play tonight, and then they'll play tomorrow afternoon when they'll host Rivers here at BB&N. That game will not be on YouTube. You can check the BB&N Athletics website for the unattended live camera for that one. And then next week is a 2-game week where they'll go to Groton on Wednesday and then come back home and play Austin Prep on Friday night. And you remember the first meeting between those two teams wound up as a terrifically exciting game. BB&N winning 5-4 in overtime over Austin Prep. So the pink jerseys have been donned, and the warm-up's just about complete. The Quakers play a kind of a hybrid schedule. They play a lot of Rhode Island high school teams, and then they do play a handful of prep games. They do play Mount St. Charles, and as They do play Austin Prep, and this year adding BB&N. The buzzer is buzzed, and the teams are gathering around their respective nets, and we are just about ready for hockey action. Glad you could join us here on YouTube, and want to take this moment to say hi to everybody who's watching. But I do want to especially send a hello down to the Lone Star State and Rick Reddington, a loyal Knights Hockey on YouTube listener. I want to say hi to Rick. Rick is Jack Williams's grandfather and watches all the time, and we appreciate the support and even the occasional kind word. So hello to Dr. Rick, and glad you could join us tonight. I imagine, if the line charts are to be believed, that the Knights will start with the line of Hunter Barone, Ben Romer, and Cortez Hayworth. Once again, that's been their top line for the last couple of games. They'll go with Daigo Hata and Ryan Clay on defense, and James Potter in the net. For Moses Brown, it'll be Griffin Carlson, Jack Travers, and Cole Paller as their starting line. And on D, it'll be Jeffrey Larson and Cameron Sousa, both juniors on defense for the Quakers. And the Knights counter with a pair of junior defensemen as well in Hata and Clay. We are ready to go. Romer to take the draw, and he wins it back to Clay. Clay over to Hata. Hata gets it up, tipped in by Hunter Barone. Knights chase it in quickly, but immediately they're going to go on the penalty kill as they wanted to be aggressive out of the gate, and that aggression is going to wind up costing them, as we've got boarding called on Cortez Hayworth. So Hayworth in the box, and the Knights will pretty much keep out that unit, which will be their top penalty kill unit. And now quickly, Romer gets it up to center ice, and sorry, that was Daigo Hata clearing it out. Now Sousa on the rush for Moses Brown. Gets it into the corner where it's taken by Hata. Hata works it up, but not out. Sousa behind the net. Into the corner. Chased by Clay. Puck comes all the way back to the point, and it's going to sneak out. And BB&N's quickly going to get a change. The quick return, and Joe Majira gets a shot off, and save able to be made by James Potter. 1:16 left to go on the Moses Brown power play. 17:04 left in the first. And hang with us for just a sec. We did lose the camera feed. And we're back. And Quakers trying to work it around, but it comes back outside of the zone, and it's turned around by Larson, who brings it back in, trying to get around Cam Roof. Roof knocks the puck off his stick. Larson gets it down into the corner for Cam Martish. Comes all the way back around. 35 seconds left to go. Pass into the middle, and it's taken and turned aside by Jack Williams, who gets it out and down. Connects with Robbins. Alex Robbins gets a shot off and just can't connect. Now Ryan Clay forces a turnover. And now he'll get the puck, puts it on net. Fought off by Alessandro. 7 seconds left to go on the Moses Brown power play. And now it's dumped back in. Clay takes it, trying to avoid Paller. Gets it back to Hada. They squirts out in front of the net, and luckily it's taken by Barone, and he's able to get it down into the offensive zone. He'll come back to Romer. Romer makes the move and sends it through the 5-hole for a goal for BB&N. Ben Romer, just after the penalty had expired, Ben Romer gets BB&N on the board. 15:26 left to go in the first. And Ben Romer with the first goal of the night. And I believe that was from 19. We'll check that between periods. Nice pass from, I thought it was Hunter Barone, but we will double check. Now Liam Walker with it for, sorry, that's Tucker Hartman. Mixed up my 2 and my 7. And puck comes all the way out, and it's icing's going to be waved off as Moses Brown able to beat it down there. But now it's picked up, and out come the Knights. Hartman able to dump it in, and this is Walker chasing for it in the corner. Worked all the way around, and Majira will work it out. Good body by Noah Rosado. And Scott Crabtree will work it around. Cameron Souza gets a stick on it for Moses Brown down in the corner. But now a miscue and a pass out in front. And that all started when, I believe it might have been Crabtree, made a simple pass around, but it hit the referee and stopped it right there. Now a shot from the point comes in, and Potter able to make the save. So Moses Brown down 1-0. But bringing their full intensity to this game. Ben Romer with the goal. That's his 4th goal of the year. Makes him the leading scorer for the Knights on the season with 8 points. Now Hada with it. Comes through. Gets it over to James Ferreira. Ferreira with it in the corner. Now gets it to Hada. Sorry, that was Jack Williams. That was Jack Williams, 22. Puck comes all the way around, but Knights are quick to it. Now Hada from the right point. Gets it down. Ferreira takes the bump. Back to Roof. Roof with the shot. Just goes wide, but comes juicy rebound, as Jack Edwards used to like to say. Comes back out. Jack Williams almost getting a stick on it. And Quakers able to work it out. And they'll dump it in, and they will go for a full change, which will allow BB&N the opportunity to start a breakout. And Cam Roof works it up. And now drops it. This is Hada. Through center ice. Able to get into the zone. Makes a nice move. And shoots and scores. Daigo Hada with the pretty move. And with 13:16 left to go in the first, BB&N takes a 2-0 lead. Great individual play from Hada. Daigo, of course, just came back from Estonia, where he was a member of the Japan World Junior Championship team playing in the Division 1B tournament. Off the draw, it's one back into the zone. Ryan Clay will take it. He brings it up. Gets to center ice. Now he'll dump it in. Puck bouncing around. Barone got a stick on it. Now along the near boards, it comes back out to center ice, hops over Ryan Clay's stick. Clay will take it back into his zone. Pressure comes from Majira, but Clay able to get it over to James Dornberg. Out to Barone. Knocked back into the Knights zone where Clay will pick it up. He'll stop behind his net. And now he'll try and leave it. Shot comes from the point, blocked by Clay. Backhand clear goes out, and Barone trying to get around Souza, but can't. Puck still in the offensive zone, but now the Quakers bring it out, and Rosado knocks it away for BB&N. 12:03 left to go in the first. 2-0 Knights with the lead. Now Walker got his stick on the puck, but couldn't recover it. Jeffrey Larson had it for the Quakers. Now this one's sent back in, and now the Quakers able to clear it back out to center ice, but quickly Rosado takes it. Nice short little pass to Nolan Hartman. Hartman works it down in deep, picked up by Cam Simon. Gets it around to Tyler Smith. But Rosado pinching, battling for it in the corner, comes up with the puck, throws it across into the middle. Shot is blocked. And back out to center ice. There's a player down for the Quakers. Rosado takes it into the corner. And now the whistle is blown. Did not see if it was a collision behind the play or a block. It does look to be sophomore Cam Simon who's down, but he is now up. Again, if you're just joining us, BB&N wearing their jerseys in support of the Pink the Rink initiative, which raises awareness about breast cancer. As Simon makes his way over to the bench. And it'll be a face-off to the left of Edward Alessandro for Moses Brown. It'll be Jack Williams to take the draw in between Robbins and Ferreira. The buzzer went off. Just as the puck dropped, the buzzer went off. So we'll drop it again. Hada and I believe Cam Roof, the defenseman for BB&N at the moment. Sousa with it for Moses Brown. They managed to work it out to center ice, but now quickly it is taken by Roof. Roof behind the net. Now he'll start it out. Takes it to center ice. He'll dump it deep. Jack Williams forechecks on Sousa. Ferreira gets it back to the point. Hada trying to make a move, get some sort of a lane to the net, but now Moses Brown comes up with it. Sousa will flip it all the way ahead for Cam Mardish, but it's cleared out by Potter. And the attempt by Anthony Feedy to hit the bouncing puck didn't get all of it. He would have had Potter out of position if he had hit it, but that was a tough bouncing puck to hit, and Potter was able to play first baseman on that and grab the short hop. 10-11 left to go in the first. 2-0 Knights with the lead. Ryan Clay gets it around to Noah Rosado. Rosado gets it up. Nice little chip pass to Romer. Romer trying to get around the D. Can't. battle for it in the corner, comes all the way around. Ryan Clay plays it there, sends it toward the net. But it is steered aside. Now Moses Brown trying to break it out. Puck comes out in front, but it's going to roll all the way back, and Noah Rosado will come back to get it. He'll take it himself, but doesn't connect. And now there's a shot by Majira that's turned aside by Potter. Majira got around Ryan Clay. And now the little chip out, and Romer chasing it with Larson. Puck squirts free, and the Quakers able to get it out to center ice, but quickly it's picked up. That's Tommy Bresler getting a stick on it, getting it deep. Hada will chase it. Puck comes back to the point. Left point, Crabtree leaves it for Hada. Hada moves along the line, shoots. Believe that got blocked coming through. Maybe Alessandro got a piece of it. Kept alive by Walker at the point. Nice play over to Scott Crabtree. Crabtree takes it down to the half wall. Now comes back on top. The reverse pass tried by Hada, but now Liam Walker with it for BB&N as they have lots of zone time here left behind the net. Nolan Hartman. And they still can't clear it out, and now finally they do. And Cameron Suso will get it in. Potter able to fight it off. Crabtree with the tie-up in the corner. Now Jack Williams able to come out with it, gets it over. This is Liam Walker. Walker with the quick pass just off the stick of Jack Williams. Comes back out. And now here comes Williams. He'll move it in. And around and out by the Quakers. But now Jack Williams first to it. He'll punch it back down in. Chased by Matthew Azevedo. Cam Martish gets it around, and Quakers can't quite work it out. Battling for it is Ferreira. Now Moses Brown gets it out to center, and Azevedo with it. He'll knock it back in. It's whipped around by Noah Rosado. Hayworth will play it back to Rosado, and BB&N will set up. Out comes Rosado. He'll play it back over. Puck all the way in, skips under the glove of Alessandro, but it was off net. Now the puck around, and Moses Brown can't work it out. Grayson Prue chasing it in the corner. Now Cortez Hayworth with it. He'll take it all the way around behind the net. Come back out to the point. James Dornberg with it. He gives it right back to Hayworth. And this one will just be cleared all the way down, and it will go for an icing. So the Quakers will have to stay on the ice. 5:55 left to go in the first. And BB&N up 2-0 on goals by Ben Romer and Daigo Hata. Romer's goal tied him with Hata for the team lead in scoring, but then Daigo moved back out in front with his goal. Off the face-off, it's in the corner. Reverse hit by Romer. Gets it to Hayworth. Romer now with it. Romer comes all the way across looking for Ryan Clay. Clay with it, puts it towards net, looking for a tip from Hayworth. Now back to Ryan Clay at the point. It just hops over his stick. And BB&N will retreat and start it back up. Romer takes it back into his own zone, but it's stolen, and the shot and the save. Pierce Andrian with the steal and walked right in on Potter, and Potter able to make the save. Shot from the point. Potter sees it, turns it away to the corner, and now Tucker Hartman with it for BB&N. Gets it over. Now Hunter Barone will regather. Puck hopping a little here late in the period, just under 5 minutes. But here comes Daigo Hata again. Swept aside, but Nolan Hartman with a chance on the puck. Keeps it alive into the corner. Pops out, and Moses Brown just going to clear it all the way down, where it will go for another icing with 4:38 left to go in the first. Eighth grader Nolan Hartman centering this line with Liam Walker and his brother Tucker. And puck behind the net. Walker able to come up with it. Now works it behind the net, but nobody there for BB&N. Daigo Hata is able to stop it at the blue line. He'll take it, try and get a shot off. I think Jeffrey Larson got a piece of that. And now Larson with it in his own corner. He'll work it D to D, and Quakers able to chip it out, but it comes out to center ice and is taken over by BB&N. Nolan Hartman tries to get it deep, but he is offside while he was trying to make a play at the blue line. And so both teams will change. Coaches Moshe and Homan trying to go deep with their bench tonight. They do play again tomorrow afternoon. And so we're seeing lots of lines rolling in this one. Noah Rosado keeps it in at the point. Robbins chases it down. Ferreira walks out, but is stopped. Robbins still there, as is Ferreira. Ferreira trying to get it back to Rosado at the point, but it's intercepted by Majira, and he's able to get it down in deep, but after he tangles with Rosado at the blue line. Now Alex Robbins starts to get ahead of steam. Rosado works it through center ice. Gets it over to Ferreira, who dumps it in deep, bounces off the back wall, and is stopped by Alessandro for a face-off with 3:17 left to go in the first. BB&N up 2-0. Goals by Romer and Hata. Now it'll be Ben Romer on the face-off. Won by Jack Travers of Moses Brown. And Quakers able to work it back out to center ice. Hata strong, James Dornberg strong on the stick. We'll get it back in. Forecheck. One-man forecheck, really, for BB&N, but now it's taken over at center ice. Dornberg to Clay. Clay will play it back. And here's Romer with some speed, trying to move through center ice, but it is back out to Dornberg. Dornberg to Ryan Clay. Ryan Clay will turn his net. He'll come out with it. He gets it out to center ice. Collides with Cam Simon, to the delight of the BB&N student crowd. And there's another steal, and Clay with the hit. Andrian was about to walk in, and Ryan Clay separated Andrian from the puck. Now Clay is pulled down in the corner. No call. Romer comes over. There already was a hand up. I don't know what the official at center ice was already going to make a call. So not sure who's going. It's a hold. So that would make sense if it was on Moses Brown. The only question is, did Romer get a retaliation So Romer's going to the box, and that's going to be the only penalty. So they're not going to call Ryan Clay getting pulled down. It's just the penalty on Romer, who did jump into the fray at the end. So, well, with 2:01 left to go in the period, the Knights hope that they will spend the rest of the period on the penalty kill, as there's a long pass ahead as Robbins couldn't get the feed from Ferreira. Now comes right out in front, and Robbins just has it taken away at the last minute. That was good D from Sousa out in front of his own net. Now Travers will drop it to Will Carosi, but it's taken over. Alex Robbins with it. Good defensive play. And the Knights try and put it back out in front. And it's taken the other way by Cameron Sousa. He drops it. Carosi can't get the shot off. And now there's going to be a chance the other way as it's hacked back in. Knights could use a penalty kill change as the puck comes around behind the net. Hada battling for it. And now he'll take it and he will work it out. Although they do forget maybe they're on the penalty kill. They could change. They could just dump it, but Hada is able to get it down to Hunter Barone. Barone to Jack Williams. 32 seconds left on the power play. And Quakers able to chip it ahead. Roof goes in to the corner with a big hit. Puck knocked away to the far corner. Travers can't keep it in, comes all the way back out. And just 10 seconds left to go on the power play and in the period. Mardish will turn it back around, and that is going to do it for the first period of play. So, the pink jerseys proving fortuitous for the Knights on this breast cancer awareness night here at the Nicholas Athletic Center. The Pink the Rink night, and goals from Ben Romer and Daigo Hada have a 2-0 lead for... Sorry about that. For the Knights as we get ready to go to the first intermission. We'll be back with you with second period action after this. Welcome back to the Nicholas Athletic Center on the campus of BB&N as we get set for second period action between the Knights of BB&N and the Quakers of Moses Brown School in Rhode Island. First period featured a couple of BB&N goals. Ben Romer getting things started from Hunter Barone about 2.5 minutes into the game, and then a couple of minutes later, Daigo Hata on a great individual rush, making it 2-0. Moses Brown has had a couple of opportunities. In fact, they had a couple of break-ins on BB&N turnovers. Pierce Andrian had one of them, and Potter has been up to the task. We're ready for the second period, and again, it's Pink the Rink night for breast cancer awareness, so the Knights in their commemorative pink jerseys, and right off the bat, puck comes in, and Potter has to quickly close the 5-hole as Joe Majira, who's been a going concern for Moses Brown, able to get that puck right in and on Potter. And clearly, Moses Brown has come out very intentional here in this second period. Quakers with it. They drop it into the corner. Cole Paller gets it back up to the point. Shot from the point, blocked going through, might have been Cam Roof. And now behind the puck comes to the side of the net, and a couple of whacks at it, and Potter is able to settle on it. And now quickly the top line and top D pair come out for BB&N as Potter adjusts his equipment, but good push here from Moses Brown as we start the second period of play. It'll be Jack Williams to take the draw for BB&N against Jack Travers, and it's one out. Robbins chases after it, knocked back. Daigo Hata with it. He'll wait till the coast is clear. Now passes it all the way across. Jack Williams will get it in deep. Robbins chases after it. Puck behind the net, comes back. Hata stops it at the left point. Nice little chip pass. Gets knocked on his butt, but comes right out into the slot, and a shot just missed. Ryan Clay will chase it down and get it down deep. Robbins. Now Ferreira chips it ahead to Robbins. Robbins can't control it, and broken out and pushed ahead by Travers. Travers will chase it into the corner. He ducks underneath the Ryan Clay check. And now Clay able to get it over to Hata. Hata able to make the long clear, but BB&N can't handle. Now quickly back in, the drop pass from Majira is deflected up and into the Moses Brown bench. So both teams will change. 16:24 left to go in the second. 2-0. BB&N still with the lead. Off the draw, Majira tries to win it back to the point. Now Rosado will work it around. But the Knights jammed up in their own zone a little bit. Now there's a pass out in front. Good D as the Quakers were looking for Will Carosi in the slot, but couldn't connect. Tucker Hartman with the forecheck, and Majira tries to work it out. Now Cam Simon with it. He'll drop it to Sousa. And the Quakers can't quite work it out. Hits Liam Walker coming through, and BB&N able to challenge it at center ice. Pass to space is picked up by Noah Rosado. He loses an edge, though, and he's able to get it up to Nolan Hartman. It's in on Alessandro, and Alessandro will hang on to it for the faceoff. 15:29 left to go in the second. First period goals from Ben Romer and Daigo Hata have the Knights off to a 2-0 lead. Big Friday night crowd. A lot of students sticking around for the festivities tonight. Hunter Barone with it in the corner. He takes it all the way around behind the net, tries to leave it in front for Cortez Hayworth. Nice play at the point as Hata just had it taken away from him. He retreats all the way back into his own zone. Pierce Andrian chasing him. Hata able to turn, able to get around Tyler Smith. And the only person who could stop him was the linesman as Hata takes it down into the corner. Barone looking. He's got Ryan Clay on the weak side, but he'll just leave a little pass to Hata. Hata gets it toward the net, bounces. Romer with the stop, and Hata can't quite reach it. Knights are offside. Clay will dump it in. Barone will chase. Larson with it, tries to work it up, and kicked out to center ice, and put right back in by James Dornberg. Puck comes around now on the right wing half boards. James Ferreira with it. His shot saved by Alessandro. Goes to the half boards. Dornberg with it. Dornberg has it taken away. And Clay able to just close on Cam Martish in time. Dornberg can't get it in. Ryan Clay takes it. Griffin Carlson tries to hit him afterwards and winds up a little bit the worse for wear. Meanwhile, the puck comes all the way down in on Potter, and it was a late whistle on the icing, but they did call the icing. So it'll come all the way back down to the left of senior Edward Alessandro for the Quakers. Alessandro's made a couple nice stops for Moses Brown tonight. Walker on the draw, gets it deep with Ferreira. Now Robbins. Rosado gets it down low. Ferreira trying to do something with it behind the net. He'll come back. He'll play it across and comes out. And quickly the other way comes Anthony Feedy. But BB&N defense able to get back in time. Now this is Liam Walker with it. He'll get it in deep, and he'll chase in on the forecheck. Rosado tries to get it out in front. Now back to the left point. Crabtree with a shot. Hits a body coming through. Tucker Hartman with a shot that is deflected up into the netting. And we'll have another whistle. 12:52 left to go in the second. Still 2-0 BB&N. Hartman, and Bresler. If you have any legal trouble you need dealt with. Tucker Hartman and his brother Nolan out on the same line along with Tommy Bresler. And quickly off the draw, it's Cole Paller. Gets it out to center ice. Does manage to dump it in. Hata being chased. Gets jammed up in the corner, but now manages to come out with it and starts on the rush. Cole Paller is chasing him. Hata able to get around, looking in front, but can't connect. And now Will Carosi with it through center ice, able to break in. Ryan Clay just got a stick on the play. And now quickly the other way, Tucker Hartman gets it deep. So on that last break for Moses Brown, Ryan was actually trying to get around Nolan Hartman. No, Hartman was back on defense, but Ryan Clay had a straight line back to the play and had to get around Hartman to get to the defender. Paller dumps it in. Rosado will pick it up as it's a full change for Moses Brown. That allows Rosado to get a little bit of speed. He looks for the long pass, but it's intercepted by Cam Simon and dumped deep. Cam Roof will take it. He'll poke it ahead, but Tyler Smith will grab it. And now he comes back up with it. Shot goes over the net. And now it's taken and cleared out. And this is Ben Romer through center ice. Romer's got Cortez. Hayworth tries to just steamroll over Cam Simon, but loses the puck in the process. Comes back out. Rosado gives it over to Hayworth. And now Hayworth will get it back in his own zone. He'll work it up and out. Tries to make the little pass to Hunter Barone, but it's knocked back in. Potter leaves it for Crabtree. Crabtree comes around. Worked out, and now Barone trying to get a little bit of speed. As BB&N able to make their change. And now it's flipped out. Travers going for it, but Ryan Clay able to get it and clear it out of the zone. Over to Romer. Romer tries the goal mouth pass. Doesn't work. Now left, Ryan Clay can't step in and has it taken away. 2-on-2 save and nice tie up on the rebound. This one comes in and Potter able to tie it up. So good play as there was a rebound available, but the back-checking BB&N player able to make a nice play. I believe that was Crabtree coming back and tying up the forward for Moses Brown. 9:56 left to go in the second. No scoring in this second period as BB&N looks to add to their 2-0 lead. Now puck bounces right at the blue line where it'll be taken by Roof. He'll work it up to Ferreira. Ferreira with the shot. It's blocked. He gets another chance, and Alessandro is able to make 2 saves. So good opportunities now at both ends as Moses Brown trying to get back into this. Jack Williams to take the draw. He's got Ferreira on one side and Robbins on the other. Cam Roof and Daigo Hata are his defensemen. And it was Paller on the draw for the Quakers. In the corner, Robbins battling for it, comes all the way back out to the point. Hata goes one way, goes the other, gets a puck towards the net, hit a couple of bodies going through. Roof with a big hit, and now this one's cleared all the way down. Majira is chasing for it. Hata will get it, is able to work it off into the corner, but Andrian is there for Moses Brown. Now there's a puck that's blocked. Williams breaking in. He looks back. Ferreira with a nice move and tries the backhand, but just getting a piece of it. And my apologies, that's now Alan Jaffe in net for Moses Brown. That must have been a change at the beginning of the second period. And my apologies, sophomore Alan Jaffe in net now for Moses Brown. Made a nice save. Nolan Hartman to take the draw. Goes into the corner, and Sousa works it all the way around. Rosado has it taken away. On the rush. Pass out in front, and Rosado will work it out. Puck dumped into the corner. Liam Walker going for it. Puck back to the point. Clay with a little bit of an angle, gets a shot off. And the save is made by Jaffe. couple of good opportunities, excuse me, for BB&N in this period. 8:28 left to go. Romer. Cortez Hayworth wins it back to Clay, who'll get it right back to Hayworth. Hayworth behind the net. They look out in front. Puck is loose, and Jaffe able to smother it. And the Moses Brown defense cleaning house in front. And looks like there's some discussion afterwards, but it looks like we'll be penalty free on that exchange. That may be the don't do that again, or you guys have to change admonition from the official, but we'll play on with Romer taking the draw. Against Jack Travers. Puck worked all the way around. Ryan Clay able to get it back in, but it was going to be offside, so everybody had to clear. Now BB&N loses it, and Clay comes over with a big hit, and they're going to call a penalty on that. They decided that was roughing because the other player had his head down and fell over. But BB&N will be on the penalty kill for 2 minutes. And for Moses Brown, really good opportunity for them to try and get back into this game. But off the faceoff, it comes back to the point. Majira gets it back. Now back to the point to Will Carosi. Carosi works in the shot and the glove save by Potter. 1:43 left to go on the penalty. 7:37 left to go in the second period. Off the draw, it's battled for Noah Rosado against two and the hints of a third Moses Brown player. Now Hada will just flip it up and out, and BB&N gets their clear. Romer comes all the way down in on Jaffe and just pulls up as it's worked back in by Moses Brown. Majira. Now this is Barone, and behind the play we've got a penalty, and didn't see the play, but BB&N is actually going to be 2 men down as Noah Rosado is going for interference. So 1:08 left to go on the power play, and it'll be a 1 minute and 8 second 5-on-3 for Moses Brown. So big kill here for BB&N as the puck comes back out to center ice, and immediately Alex Robbins is racing around chasing that one down, and he manages to get it, and here he is on a breakaway, Alex Robbins, and the save made by Jaffe as Robbins was absolutely hunting that puck all the way in the Moses Brown zone and out at center ice, and he managed to come up with it, and 3-on-5 he managed to get a rush, a breakaway, but got hampered just a little bit at the end, and then Jaffe making a really nice save on the breakaway. It's Hada and Crabtree on defense, with Robbins up front. Moses Brown gets it in deep. Hada will work it all the way around, but not out. Pass up on top. Carosi. They work it in, and shot gets deflected and goes up into the netting. That was Larson with the chance from the left faceoff circle. 17 seconds left until Ryan Clay comes back out. And BB&N trying to kill off the rest of this 5-on-3. It'll be Ferreira, Robbins, and still Hada out on the ice. Sousa gets it back. Quick passing around, and the shot, and great positional save. Potter set up right where the puck was coming, saw it all the way off the stick of Will Carosi, and now there's just 5 seconds left to go on the Ryan Clay penalty. He'll be back out momentarily. I assume he'll come out and go right into the penalty kill, although they do have 2D out there now. No, they changed. Martish. Now here comes Clay. Pass across, and Clay able to break it away, but they just can't clear it out. Ferreira. And Clay with the big hit. He could have come right onto the ice and gotten called for interference, as Hada takes it at the end of his penalty kill shift. And he'll get it down into the corner. Still 25 seconds left on the Moses Brown power play. And they are well offside as Cam Simon finally comes into the zone. 19 seconds left on the power play. 5:21 left to go in this scoreless second period. And definitely a hat tip to Moses Brown goalie for the second period, Alan Jaffe, sophomore. He has made some great saves, including stopping Alex Robbins on a breakaway. Faceoff is outside the zone, and it is one ahead by Jack Williams, and he'll go after it, but now it's picked up by Grayson Prue. Prue circles with it. Now the long pass goes all the way down into the corner. Carosi chasing it along with Clay. Puck pops free, and Jack Williams will take it behind his net. Teams are now back at full strength. Liam Walker with it, and now Roof will bring it up. Now he'll circle back, and he'll play it to Ryan Clay. Clay will play it back to Roof, and now Cam Roof has a little bit of skating room, but he can't connect on the pass. Jack Williams, though, is able to pick it up. Walker gets it right back to Williams. Puck down into the corner, gets flipped out in front, but Jaffe able to knock it away. Now Prue is able to just flip it out to center ice. That one's not going to be icing. In fact, it's going to go down in on Potter. He'll tee it up for Cam Roof. Roof with the long pass out. Nice pass out to Ferreira. Ferreira looks, now drops to Romer. Romer tries to go back to him, but nice play to intercept it. Puck back to the point, slap shot, and the save by Jaffe, and then Ben Romer didn't get everything he wanted on that rebound opportunity. He had Jaffe down, and he wanted to just put it up and over him, but couldn't. And he just slid one in on Jaffe, who was able to make the save. 3:54 left in the second period. No scoring in this period, so it is still 2-0 BB&N. Larson dumps it in. Rosado chases. He'll whip it all the way around. Picked up by Ferreira. James Ferreira out through center ice. Nice little pass to Barone, but it goes off his stick. Big collision in the corner. Trying to work the puck free. Comes back out to the point. Rosado walks in. Had that upper corner targeted. And now quickly the other way. Here's a chance. Majira. And he's able to slide it in between the pads for a goal. Joe Majira on the breakaway. And that cuts this lead to 2-1. So after an entire period without a goal with just 3:14 left to go in the period, Moses Brown gets on the board. It's Majiro with the breakaway goal. And it is 2-1 BB&N. So after scoring 2 goals in the first 5 minutes, BB&N's had nothing since then, and now they need to pick their game up as they lead by only 1. Hada takes it back, and now he'll play it across the goal mouth. Ryan Clay will work it up out to center ice. Hayworth chasing after it. Gets it across, and a great save on the one-timer. That might have been Nolan Hartman or Robbins. As puck now dumped in by Andrian. Clay with the hit. Nolan Hartman will take it now for BB&N. He gets the puck up to Romer. Romer looking over for Hayworth, but it gets cleared out. Ryan Clay gets back to the red line and knocks it back in for BB&N. Now he intercepts the pass out to center ice, but taken over by Andrian. Andrian gets it in deep. 2:05 left to go in the second. And Hada breaks it up out of his own zone. Pass over to Ferreira on the right wing side. Ferreira takes a big bump in the corner. And now finally emerging with it is Liam Walker as the Knights cycle it. Romer. And now it's taken over by Will Carosi. He tries to just get it in deep, picks up his own puck. Shot is saved, and the rebound is turned aside. And now back to the point, and a shot from the point is blocked. BB&N kind of stuck in their own zone a little bit right now. Puck behind the net, taken by Hada, but he can't get it out. Under a minute left to go in the period. Roof, Walker. Walker can't clear it. And now this one will just be flipped out to center ice. And almost a chance for Romer in between two players. As a shot and a save as tired BB&N players on that long shift. Griffin Carlson, freshman for Moses Brown, able to walk in off the half boards and get a shot. He just flipped up on Potter. Potter able to make the glove save. 35 seconds left to go in the period. And at this point, BB&N just hoping to get to the locker room, as Moses Brown with the only goal in this period to cut the lead to 2-1. Off the draw, it is taken by Barone. Barone with some speed, brings it down, gets it in the middle. Williams had a shot at it, couldn't get it. Now on the near boards, Simon battling for it. 15 seconds left. And there's a shot from the near side, back to the point. Rosado just trying to get it towards the net. We do have a delayed penalty coming, and the whistle, the buzzer sounds for the end of the period. So I believe we're going to have a hold on Moses Brown. BB&N will start the third period with a power play, but they kind of escape the second period, a much better period for Moses Brown as they score the only goal of the period on a breakaway by Joe Majira. And after 2 periods of play, they trail 2-1. BB&N 2 and Moses Brown 1 after 2 periods. We're going to pause for the second intermission, and we'll be back with third period action after this. Welcome back inside the Nicholas Athletic Center at BB&N. We're ready for third period action. Although I think the clock camera has. There we go. So BB&N scored the first 2 goals of the game in the first 5 minutes of the game. They were up 2-0, and then nothing after that. And a scoreless rest of the period, and then a scoreless second period until Moses Brown scored with only 3:14 left to go in the second on a Joe Majira breakaway. And that's where we are. BB&N 2, Moses Brown 1. BB&N does start the third period on a power play. Cam Simon in the box for, I believe, for interference. BB&N wins the draw. It'll be Daigo Hata with it. Hata starts it up. Romer with it. Romer brings it in. Tries to get it back to the point, and it's cleared out by Will Carosi. Daigo Hata backed off it immediately, and as was the play, but if he had stayed, he could have probably kept it in. Now it's overskated by Hunter Barone, and the backhand and the save. Not the way BB&N wanted to start their power play, and they're going to change their unit with 1:17 left to go on the power play. Alan Jaffe is still in net for Moses Brown. He came in after the first, replacing Edward Alessandro, and looks like he's going to play the second and the third for Moses Brown. Jack Travers takes the draw for Moses Brown against Jack Williams for BB&N. Now we've got some encroachment from the right side, and now finally we're going to have a draw as Cole Paller will take it now, and it's one back to the end boards. Rosado. Now BB&N works it out of their own zone. Roof gets it over to Rosado. Rosado slides it through. There's a puck that hits off of Ferreira. Robbins couldn't quite get it. Kept in at the point, but now lost at the point. But BB&N takes it back over. Just everything looks disconnected for BB&N right now. They came out playing great guns, but now everything has looked disjointed for the past couple of periods. Pass up, and BB&N still can't work it in. 20 seconds left to go on the power play, and now it's worked all the way around. Rosado has it just go off his stick. And it's cleared down in, and with 6 seconds left to go, that's going to be it. Moses Brown is back to full strength. Jack Williams works it up now, dumps it in. Cortez Hayworth will chase it, but it's picked up by Sousa. And the Quakers try and work it out. Big hit by Hata at the point as Will Carosi was trying to work it out. Now, backhand pass from Robbins. Williams will play it down into the corner. Robbins with it. Robbins over to Hada. Hada tries to work around. Moves into the middle. And now just overskates the puck. And it's just going to be dumped out by Moses Brown. Huge collision behind the BB&N net. And that's sort of exemplar, and they score. That sequence tells you all you need to know about BB&N tonight. Two guys run into each other behind their own net, and then the puck comes back out, and Moses Brown manages to score. Believe it is Travers on the goal for Moses Brown. 14:48 left to go in the third period. And a team that looked for all the world in the first 5 minutes like they were going to take control of this game has just been really, frankly, awful for the last 20, 25 minutes or so. This one's dumped in. Potter has it stopped. Battle for it behind the net. Worked out by Moses Brown. They whip it in front. Chance there for Majira. Now back to the point where it's kept in by Cole Wilson. Wilson will go over to the other point. This one's chipped out by Nolan Hartman. And with 13 minutes and 55 seconds left to go, this game is tied at 2. And this is not where BB&N wanted to be in this game. And full credit to Moses Brown for continuing to play their game, being tenacious. Now Roof with the puck. Clears it out. Robbins will try and kick it ahead to Romer, but it's knocked back out. Ryan Clay tries to step up on Mardish, and that winds up in a shot for Moses Brown. Shot back from the point. Potter able to make the save, and Moses Brown really feeling it right now, as that was Grayson Prue from the point. 13:33 left to go in the third. And off the faceoff, it's taken immediately by the Knights. Ferreira gets it down in deep, comes all the way around, stopped by Rosado. Back out to Crabtree. Crabtree puts one in. Looks like Williams got a tip, but it went wide. Rosado with it behind the backboards. They try and work it out in front. And it is kept in by Hayworth. Good effort from this line as Ferreira gets it down in deep. Still battling for it in the corner. Jack Williams walks out with it, turns, shoots, the save, rebound, jammed and not in, as BB&N had a couple of whacks at it. and they couldn't get it in. But better shift from that line. Ferreira, Williams, and Hayworth. A little bit of a reconstituted line. And on the draw, comes all the way around. Roof able to keep it in. Puck comes back out. And it's dumped in by the Quakers. Roof able to get it to the corner. Barone hits the official. Now is able to get it to Roof. Roof whips it, but it goes awkwardly near the net. Ryan Clay can't get it. Now Ben Romer gets it. And behind the play, we've got the net off. Ref was holding his arm out, and I couldn't tell if it was out or up for a penalty, but quickly off the draw. It'll be taken by Scotty Crabtree. Gets it into the zone, chased down by Barone. Hops over the stick of Robbins. Comes all the way back to Robbins. Robbins with some speed. Breaks through the shot. Goes off the glove of Jaffe, but over the net. Romer with it. Tries to leave it into the middle. Shot by Rosado is blocked. Barone takes it behind the net, and we've got a whistle. And that net is off its mooring as well. BB&N will make its change. Hayworth, Williams, Ferreira with Hada and Clay. Puck one into the corner for Williams. Williams tries to get it ahead. And Quakers able to work it out. They try and get it ahead to Griffin Carlson, but Hada will take it. Now he whips it back to Clay. Clay will take it, turns it on his forehand, looks all the way across, and don't believe that Hayworth got a stick on that. Ryan Clay tried the Hail Mary pass, and Cortez Hayworth, who plays baseball for BB&N in the spring and is a pretty good bunter, looked like he thought he got a piece of that, but it'll come all the way back to the right of James Potter. Turnaround shot is knocked away. Now Hada to Ferreira. Ferreira can't connect. And it comes back in the zone. Hada plays it over to Clay. Bodies everywhere, but Moses Brown with the puck. Shot comes through, and I don't think Potter saw it, but he was in good position for it. This comes through to Jack Williams. Jack Williams just hits the post. Looked like he hit the crossbar as he was breaking in. As puck comes back up, it's stopped at the line. Rosado able to get it in. Now Rosado with it at the right point, tries to work it down low. Crabtree gets it into Barone. Barone's shot is blocked. Barone picks it back up, gets into the middle. Shot, pad save by Jaffe. battle in the corner. Puck comes back out front, and now finally it's able to be cleared out. And the high shot goes over the net. Everybody changing. That'll allow BB&N to get some speed through the neutral zone. It's Crabtree. He'll try and put it out in front. Romer with a shot, and he scores! Ben Romer with the slap shot. 8:56 left to go. And Ben Romer with the goal. Sorry that it wasn't on the sorry that the video froze. But Ben Romer took a puck off the backboard and a slap shot with 8:56 left to go, puts BB&N up by a score of 3-2. And now we'll see if that puts a little rise into the Knights as Daigo Hata takes it deep into the zone, flips it towards the net. Walker with it. He'll come back to the point. Shot from the point is clicked wide. Liam Walker with it. He'll takes it all the way back out and then cycles it down low. Alex Robbins moves it back down to Walker. Walker back out to the point. Shot from the point. Pad save. Puck just laying there. Hata moves in, gets the pass back, and can't connect. And now there's was going to be a 3-on-1 as the backhand goes just over the net, and BB&N going to be shorthanded on the trip afterwards as Cameron Sousa broke in, put the backhand over the net. 7:31 left to go. And after the back check, I believe is when they're going to call Ben Romer for the hook. So right now there's only 3 players out for BB&N. So now there is a 4th. So power play opportunity. For Moses Brown. They've had a couple of good opportunities to get back into this one. Rosado gets it up around, but not out. Crabtree provides some good defense, and Hunter Barone gets it out. Robbins will tip it ahead. Barone picks it up, and now BB&N needs to get back as the Quakers are coming. Larson is clobbered by Robbins, and it opens the door on the side. And BB&N will take that opportunity to change up its penalty killers that bring out Hata and Clay on D. And Hayworth, and I believe it's Jack Williams. Puck won back by Moses Brown. Shot, nope, pass came down but couldn't be handled. came down. Looked like Feedy had a chance, but he couldn't corral the puck. Now here come the Quakers. Carosi into the corner. Back up on top, and they score! Just inside the post with 6:29 left to go. And I believe it's going to be Larson with the power play goal with 6:29 left to go. And BB&N had pretty much been able to kill most of the penalty off, but then gave up the seeing eye wrist shot from Larson, who placed it perfectly. Sounded like it might have even hit a little bit of post going in. And now, once again, BB&N finds itself tied in the third period. Long pass by Roof. Doesn't connect. Now here's a chance, and a shot hit the post by Paller. And again, BB&N needs to come up with something on the offense with 5:54 left to go in the third. Roof puts it up, but that's going to be icing. And they wave it off. Put back in by Crabtree, by Daigo, but then comes all the way back out. Roof and Robbins somehow able to combine to just get it out. Now Daigo Hata through center ice. Into the corner. Robbins tries to get it out in front, but now Moses Brown breaks it out. This is Sousa with Travers. Travers can't get around Crabtree. Sousa walks in. Potter makes the save, but the rebound is free. And now BB&N able to work it out. Crabtree gets it out, but Robbins can't control it. Now Ben Romer, 4.5 minutes left to go. And BB&N still can't control it. Carosi comes back in, and the glove save by Potter. With 4:17 left to go. And BB&N needs a good shift here. They do not want this to go to overtime, especially in a span where they're playing 3 games in 4 days. Now Robbins can't work it out, gives it right to Carosi. Carosi tries to go behind the net, comes right out in front. Puck is loose, and the shot from the point didn't have a lot on it, but that wound up making it a knuckleball. It was Azevedo. Now the pass comes out. Robbins can't control it at center ice. Clay with a good stick, but a rebound opportunity for Moses Brown, as things getting very hectic here in the last 4 minutes. Puck back in, and now some room to run for Daigo Hata. Picked up by Rosado. And now it's back into the BB&N zone. Hata, the giveaway, puck towards the net, just sticked aside by Potter. Walker, couple of chances to get it out. Now he gets it to Ferreira. Ferreira puts a shot in towards the net that just hit the top of the glass. And it's still in. Now 3-on-2 opportunity. Left right in the slot. And there's a puck towards the net, and somehow James Potter able to see that, as that had disaster written all over it for BB&N. And, you know, full credit here to Moses Brown. They played a terrific game. They were on their heels a little in the first 5 minutes. They've come back and they've played really well since then. And now gotten themselves into a game where virtually overtime at this point now. BB&N works it out to center ice. Robbins comes around, tries to get it in front, and they score! Robbins gets it out. I believe that was Romer. And it's Robbins and Romer once again late in a game or in OT that connect. And that is 3 for Romer, the hat trick on the day. But more importantly, it's the goal that gives BB&N a 4-3 lead with 2:20 left to play. And BB&N's going to call its timeout, rest some of its players, and know they're going to play this like it is a 2-minute and 20-second penalty. They've got Romer, Robbins, and Barone with Clay and Hada out there. And those guys are going to have to come up big, and James Potter is going to have to come up big. And a terrific, terrific pass from Alex Robbins to get it to Ben Romer, and Romer getting his second goal of the period and his third of the game. Hat trick for Ben Romer tonight. And BB&N has needed every single one of those goals. So quick adjustment, lineup adjustment. Roof comes on, Clay comes off. And Moses Brown wins it in. Hada to Roof. Now Romer just gets it in deep. Nope, hits the official. And now Moses Brown brings it back over. Jammed up by Robbins, and he's able to clear it out. Won't be icing. Now they're going to change. BB&N changes everybody. And the puck comes out. Clay pokes it away from Carosi. And they're able to just get it out. It's going to go for icing. That could have easily been waved off. But it'll go for icing, and that will probably bring, and it does, brings Alan Jaffe, Moses Brown goalie, to the net. Empty net. 6-on-5. And now Moses Brown is going to call its timeout. Ferreira, Williams, Hayworth, the forward line for BB&N. Crabtree and Clay on defense. That's how they're going to set up. With 1:35 left to go. Ben Romer's third goal of the game with 2:20 left to play, giving BB&N for now the 4-3 advantage. And the Knights need to fend off the Moses Brown attack here in the late going. BB&N trying to break an 11-game losing streak. They were 2-1 after their first 3 games, and they've been close in a lot of games, but it's been 11 straight, so huge for them to try and get a win here tonight. Right point, shot is blocked by Ferreira, and he's able to just clear it out. They'll take the icing at this point. They'll take all the icings at this point with 1:23 left to go. Now they need to win a couple of faceoffs. Jack Williams glides into the circle. They do win it back to the corner. Clay just trying to tie it up. Puck squirts free. Down into the corner. Clay pokes it away. And BB&N able to get it out. This one's going to go for icing as well, but 1:03 left to go. BB&N needs a clean win and an easy clear so they can change everybody up. And it's moved into the corner. Feedy gets it back to the point. Jack Williams tries to fire it up, but it hits Hayworth. Now back into the middle. And just a little bit too far. Williams just trying to jam it. Now it's worked out, and saucer pass comes through the crease, but nobody there. 30 seconds left to go. And this one just hops out and goes over. And quickly they come back in as BB&N able to change a couple of players. Puck thrown out in front. And now it's taken by Romer. He's looking for his 4th. He comes out with it. It got blocked. But now Romer sensibly going to take it all the way back down in. And that is the game. BB&N with the 4-3 victory. And again, congrats. Moses Brown played a really strong game and got better and got more confidence as the game went on. But BB&N, behind 3 goals from Ben Romer, breaks their 11-game losing streak and gets their 3rd win of the year. Once again, the final, BB&N 4 and Moses Brown 3. 3 goals from Ben Romer and a goal from Daigo Hata for Moses Brown, Joe Majira, Jack Travers, and Jeffrey Larson with the goals for the Quakers. That's going to do it for us. I want to thank Alex Hughes for running our camera this evening. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Once again, Knights will be here again tomorrow against Rivers. That game will not be on YouTube. Check the BB&N Athletics website for the static live stream camera. And we'll see you again next Friday night, a week from tonight, when the Knights host Austin Prep. So once again, thanks for tuning in on Knights Hockey on YouTube. I'm Steve Clay, and once again, your final score, BB&N 4 and Moses Brown 3.